Hello, beautiful people around the globe. How are you? My Space Secrets here. It is Saturday, the 10th of July 2010. Thank you for joining with us today. I know it's been a long while since my last update. I'm naughty, I know, and there's been many emails I've received, and I've been getting through them all. But we are launching or reopening our members site on the 20th of July, if you're unaware. And I think we're coming into a time where if you are well informed, you can make a lot of money on the market and elsewhere. Even if the economy is in the doldrums, forget about that. You just have to be two steps ahead, I believe. So that is my goal, just to help people out and to teach them how to capitalize, and know how to profit in any economic climate. No matter what you're thinking, it really is not that hard. And I've got to say, there's just so many opportunities out there at the moment, and people aren't seeing them. So it's best to realize this and basically just to work things in your favor. And I think, in my own thoughts, I do need to post some charts on this matter, maybe in the next video. I just think, the economy fell off a cliff, then it flattened out, and now it's about to fall off another cliff. So I'm a little bit worried, I must say. If we did get a bump from the short-term stimulus effects, nobody from any forms of government has done much to address the issues at hand. And what we have been talking about for many years, even here on YouTube in our videos, is very close to playing out now. The average household is not staying ahead of inflation, which I believe is coming down the track very soon. Unless income grows faster than inflation, there is no way that you can have a sustained economic recovery or growth. And going back, Alan Greenspan is seen as a hero, but is nothing more than a moronic stimulator of the economy to bring in fake growth over much of the last decade or so. In that most of the economic growth has been driven by debt expansion, by debt. And now that you've had a collapse of debt expansion, consumers cannot borrow. They cannot increase their borrowing much on average, and their incomes are not growing, as I just previously discussed. And when it happens and people can't sell their house and they have to sell out of their stocks for money, you're going to see the market take another dive. I mean a dive big time. Big time. It's coming very soon, people. Cash-strapped Americans and other countries in search of liquidity will turn to stocks as a source of funds, triggering another market meltdown sell-off, similar to what we had in the 2008 crash. The trend we are watching at the moment is the trade of declining real estate prices and the lack of liquidity that is available for consumers to consume, which is access to credit. Debt is not present, and the only thing that people have access to access credit, to consume and to be addictive consumers, which we are their stock portfolios. They can't sell their real estate, and they can't tap the equity in their homes. And again, I'll have to post some charts because we have found some very interesting developments in this area. And for me, that is only just the early part of what lies ahead, guys. All prices are pulling back here, and it's just a result of the recent European crisis and the corresponding strength in the dollar. The problem long term, however, is the US. It really is the giraffe in the bathtub in terms of sovereign solvency, and it's not about being solvent. When bankruptcy occurs and is accepted, the printing presses will run again, printing up the cash that is needed. So I'm sticking to our forecast of seeing mass hyperinflation coming down the road. It's not a matter of if, people, it's a matter of when. Cuss and laugh if you will, but the deficit is basically unsustainable and really uncontainable. And of course, there is a number of people who do see this. The general argument against what I'm saying is the government really can change the system. Therefore, you don't need to account for it, and the government will take care of it at some point in time. I talked to people in prior administration, and this has been an ongoing problem for a long period of time. Their general response was that the problems were too far in the future to worry about, and that is the kind of response that you will get from Washington time and time again. Now, if you're hearing this for the first time, and thinking, who am I? Who is this guy? And is all this true? Well, I'm serious, 100%. And if you are asking, okay, that's great, but what can I do to protect myself? Well, you can do exactly what I've been doing for years. The best long-term inflation hedge, I believe, is in gold and silver. And I've been buying these commodities when they've dipped. Even on the big dips, I would recommend physical gold to you, sovereign gold coins. You don't have to have, all your assets in gold. You can have some silver. Foreign currencies I like would be, something like the Swiss franc, the Australian, Canadian dollars. I think that hyperinflation will take place primarily in the United States. Anyway, oh yeah, look out for Spain too. We are looking at Spain for a win in the World Cup, or our software is anyway. So whether you're having a bet or just simply watching for the enjoyment, have fun. That's it for now. Thanks to you all and all our fans out there. If you like this video, remember to rate and add your comments below. But until next time, have a fantastic weekend. This is My Space Secrets signing off. Go Spain. Okay, bye bye.